Hey, welcome back. I was explaining in the previous clip how we're going to solve this, and I was explaining about the uniqueness of the twisted cube where the centers have two colors as against one color in a normal cube. So as I explained you take any color, you should see what is the following color and whether there is a continuity in the form of the clockwise and the counterclockwise colors that I explained. Orange needs to be followed if you're going in a clockwise direction. Orange should have a green, and the green should follow a red should follow a blue. As long as this convention is followed, it is fine. So if you stick on, let's say you assume this to be the orange needs to be followed with a green, and if you have a green, it should be followed with a red. So keep in mind, anything that you have, it may give you a, it may pose as if it is the right version, and we will end up in getting confused with this. So follow the pattern in which you get an orange, and the orange should be followed with the clockwise pattern with the green. And when within this, how do we know whether it is an orange or a green? It's going to be a challenging question because it can either be orange or green. I would take that anything that is falling down, for example, this is, I would assume that it is falling on the left hand side, it is going up, and this is falling down. So if this is falling down, for example, look at this, the green. So if you move it this way, it is in the other side, which is the line is in the opposite. This is not how the twisted happens. So it should be always this way. If this happens this way, the one that is falling down will be the color that we want to follow. The one that is slightly going up or in the uh, downside of this, or in the slant which is on the other side of the slant, which is like looking like going up, you don't need to follow that. So I would say that this is your to be orange. Keep in mind, the orange has to be, you should be able to fix this with an orange, and then see, I'll just explain you what I was telling. For example, the orange, if you put it this way, it should actually fit into the entire orange, right? And same way, if you are looking at a white, let's assume where the white is. So here, see, this is not actually fitting in correctly, correct? If you see this, it falls down and this is not fitting in. So this is actually the other way, where the falling side will be the orange. And keep in mind, it is going to be slightly delicate because of the nature in which it's arranged, or the design. So you just need to be careful about twisting it when you're doing this in there. So look at this, right? So if you look at this, this is the way it, but you see that it is the other way now, right? So you need to make sure that you are seating this properly, and then see, now it is like fully curved. Now if you move this, this is the right convention. Okay, so if you see this, an orange, and orange is twisted, you see the green here, there will be a green corresponding in, and in this place the green is going to be the falling one on the right, not the red. The red is on the left hand side. And if you follow the same convention, here red is on the falling side, which is your red color, and this here it is blue. So now your convention of orange to green to red to blue is followed. Like what you do, orange to green to red to blue. Now this is followed. Now you have fixed it. Fix the centers, and without disturbing the center, now you should invert it and then start fixing the white using the CFOP method. So I hope you followed what I'm saying. The fixing this colors, for example, if you start putting this the upside down, it may pretend or it may impose as if it is a red, which is not the case. If you put a red here, it may still fit. I'll show you why it is confusing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just going to show you how a wrongly put thing can show you, right? So if let's assume that you have assumed that it is right to see the red here, and you have also gone ahead and fixed it. See, now it looks as if the, sorry, this is actually confusing. See, if you see this, it looks as if it is right, the red is correct. But if you look at this side, okay, sorry. Okay, if you look at this side, there is no, you have to again change this to blue, and then blue has to be inverted up. right? This side, which means your red is not fitting correctly. So you should be careful about not getting trapped into this. As I said, this is supposed to be green, and it is followed with the the orange. So if your orange is on this side, the green is the next one, the red is the next one, and the blue. Then the blue comes. Okay, then the blue is here. So try this out when you have a twisted cube on your hand. If you rotate it for a few times, you'll know what we are talking and how do you need to fix it. As I said, take the right hand side. If you cut this into half, take the right hand side top right portion as your color, center color, which determines the center, like what we have here. Okay, don't go by the lower portion. Take the top portion, and that will give you the correct. So with that explanation, my next clip is going to be straight away jumping into the solving the issues. So now I have set the centers. So the centers are meeting the criteria that we spoke about. So now we are going to move into the actual solutions. So till then, let's take a small break. Thank you.